Hey, what's going on, dispatchers? It's your favorite freight dispatch trainer, Antoine West, back at you with another video. So I want to answer a question I got from one of my elite students yesterday when we were on a one-on-one mentorship phone call. He asked me a good question. He asked me what made me want to start my freight dispatch business, right? So I just want to answer that question for you guys because I think starting any business is more about purpose than anything else, you know, over the money. Overall, the physical things that it gives you is about purpose. So the reason why I started my freight dispatch business is because from a young age, I always wanted to start a business. I felt like starting a business was a way to make money by working on your purpose. So for me, I put purpose before anything in business. So that being said, I always wanted to be able to work on a business that brought me joy, that I didn't feel like it was a job, that I didn't feel like I was going to work every day for, right? And I wanted to make money off of that. So I wanted to do something that makes me happy and be able to make money off of it. And for myself, I knew I wasn't going to rest until I found that business, right? So from a young age, even going through school and everything and everyone talking about jobs, I really never wanted a job. I had plenty of jobs, but that's another thing. I never felt satisfied. I never felt happy on a job. Every job I had really took away from my energy, you know? So then I started to realize I never was going to become the man or the person that I wanted to by working a job. And I realized jobs were just getting in the way of me manifesting my purpose. And I didn't want to grow old and never manifest my purpose. And one of my purposes in life is to be able to teach other people how to make money. So my dream or my purpose was always to start a business for myself and become successful in that business and then be able to teach other people how to start that business. So I'm truly living my purpose, right? I served in both the United States Navy and the United States Army, and I love serving in the military. I love everything it taught me, but I always wanted to do something for myself, right? I always wanted to call my own shots. So after getting out the military and then starting to work jobs, in those jobs, I just didn't, see the same camaraderie that I seen in the military, and it wasn't very fulfilling. And at the same time, while I was working those jobs, it just took away from my energy. I never made the money that I wanted to make, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. So there I was working 40 hours a week on a job or 40 hours a week plus and still not having the money that I wanted to have, and it was taken away from my energy. And I started to think like, I'm the only person in the world that's going to change this. I need to change it for myself. Nobody else is going to help me. It's not anybody else's problem. It's not the job's problem. It's up to me to change it. So then I ran up on freight dispatching, and before I ran up on freight dispatching, the business that I wanted to start, I always thought there were plenty of business ideas out here to start where you didn't have to invest a lot of money from the beginning, right? Or that you didn't have to spend a lot on monthly overhead. So when I ran up on freight dispatching, I was like, yeah, this is the business for me. You don't got to pay a lot of money to get it started. You don't have to pay a lot of money every month to keep your business running. You can scale the business, be able to hire other dispatchers to work for you, be able to scale your business up, and you can run your business from anywhere in the world. So that's another thing too. I got 3 boys, and me coming from a household without my father, I always wanted to be around my boys, right? I didn't even want a job. Like when I was at a job, I feel like I got to go to work 40 hours a week, a job I don't really want to be at, and then I got to leave my kids too and don't be with my kids for that time. So like, yeah, this is not for me. So dispatching, I liked it because you can work from anywhere. You only need your cell phone and or a computer, a laptop or a desktop, but you can pretty much run this business from anywhere as long as you got your cell phone. So those are the type of businesses that I like, and I always wanted to get into business, like I said, so I can scale the business because so my income isn't ever limited, right? Because with a job, your income is limited by what that job decides to pay you, right? So I wanted a business so I could just think of a new idea at any time. I can think of a new idea right here on the beach today, think of a new idea that increases my revenue by 25%, by 50%. All things are possible, right? So that's the good thing about a business. You don't have to wait for someone else to give you a raise. You give your own self a raise by the ideas you think about and then acting on those ideas by faith and works, right? I don't want to be limited by anything in the world. I only want to be limited by my own faith, right? So that's why I wanted to start a business, because I'm not limited. You know, I'm in full control of my business. If I want to raise, the only thing that I need to do is just think of a better idea, you know, see my business as being bigger and better within myself, and then start to work on that idea every day. And before you know it, I got the raise that I needed. So now, since starting my own business, I've been able to be with my kids more. I can work from the beach. Sometimes I come out here and pop up my tent, and then in my tent I just work on my business, you know, pop up my tent, use my cell phone or use my laptop to be able to work on my business, right? So you guys want to get started in this business, make sure that you click that link below. I have a link to my free community where you can join for free and network with like-minded people, positive people, people who have the same goals as you. I thank you guys for watching this video. I can't wait to see you in my community.